Thank you so much. My name is Moses. Today I've got a privilege of going through passages here together with you, and we want to see sometimes there are certain things we go through life and they tend to challenge us. But today I've come with a message that caught my heart, and I also want to share it with you. And this is that we dedicate all to Him. We delegate whatever we go through to the Lord. So when we go to the very book in the beginning, that is Genesis chapter 1, and we read the first 3 verses, when you look at it, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was all over the surface of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was. So my friend, when we look at these passages, there are certain truth in them that they are saying in the beginning, before anything existed, before the chaos, before whatever, before the creation, before the beauty, they are telling us of a certain truth that God existed. And also they are telling us that in the beginning, the Spirit of God hovered over the surface of water. And they are also telling us in the beginning, God spoke. So when you look into these scriptures, there are certain truths that I want to share with you, and we are learning some lessons from them. When you look in this, there are 3 things they are mentioning. They are saying in the beginning, they are mentioning God. They are saying in the beginning, they are mentioning the Spirit hovered. And they are also mentioning that in the beginning, God spoke. When you look at the things that are going in our lives, and we tend to, a picture comes into my mind of a hen sitting on its eggs, waiting to be hatched. And it sits there as you see a motherly love, covering over to bring in the promise of life, and also the order, the beauty from it. And we are seeing that before anything started, God was there. So before you start anything in life, maybe you are moving out of the house, you have to think of God, because before the start and the beginning of anything, He has to be there. If you have that mind, that means there are a lot of things that is going to happen. And you may ask, there are certain things we go through in life, and you ask, is this really, because is God there? But God is not just maybe hiding, but He's in control. And His control is seen in verse 2, whereby He's telling us that the Spirit of the Lord was hovering over the surface of water. And when you look in verse 2, it tells us that now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Now look at the circumference, look at the circumstances that are going through into this. The world is, first of all, formless, and it is empty. And you know what is happening? It is total darkness. But remember, they said, in the beginning, God. Now we see, you may even ask, where is God? Where we see this kind of formless. You see chaos going on into the world, but God is there. So there are certain things we go through life, and you're trying to ask, where is God in them? But I'm telling you, my friend, my brother, no matter the chaos, God is there. And you know what He does? He's hovering over. He's hovering to bring in life. He is in control. He's watching over whatever is going through our life. So, as you see a hen sitting on its eggs, is still, there is no movement, there is just attention, just on one thing, on creating and bringing life. And when you look at the next verse, that is verse 3, we are seeing now, they are telling us, God, and God said, let there. Now we see God in the beginning, even in the chaos that was taking place in the earth, God was there. He was looking, and He's hovering. He's in control. He's watching over whatever is happening. My brother, my sister, God did not stop his creativity at that time. Even now, God, even in our chaos, is there. Even in the challenges we go through in life, he's there to control, and he's not just watching, he's hovering, he's protecting, he's guiding us, he's leading us to these benefits. He's trying to put things in order that we can see beauty in things where there is no beauty. We can see good even where there is no good. Because even in the beginning, when the world was being formed, we saw formless, we saw emptiness, we saw darkness, and his spirit was high over the darkness and far above the chaos. So, my brother, my sister, the only thing you can do is to begin whatever you do with the Lord, is to begin your day, whatever thought you have, let it be dedicated to the Lord. Because if you dedicate it, if you surrender it to him, he knows how to minimize, how to control, how to watch over the chaos, and leads you through that chaos that you can be and receive whatever is good in mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, my brothers, and for shared for this kind of word that we have shared. May God bless you.